right there. My phone went dead, so I had to charge it up, but we drug it with a tractor out of that hole. Around through there, you can see into the bushes right there. What that is a 72 Roadrunner, factory 400 big block, factory bucket seats, slapstick console shifter in the floor. You can tell the dash, which I've got all the parts to put it back together. But you can tell a lot of stuff, but still has the seats. Got all the brackets for the console and stuff. A piece of a console, but still got the seats that are in decent shape. And it looks rough. Still got the Roadrunner hood. So still got the Roadrunner hood, which I have another Roadrunner hood that'll go on it. It's been sitting under trees, but surprisingly, it has very, very little rust anywhere in the car. Not in the doors. I haven't found any in the window glass, under the hood, cowl frame rails. I haven't seen rust anywhere. Inside the trunk pan, there's a little bit, I did see a little bit inside the trunk pan right there. It's got very little. And the very bottom of the quarter panel, you can see it right there on both sides. Other than that, I'm not seeing any rust anywhere. It's still got a big block transmission in it. You can see a little bit of what was left of the Roadrunner strap that went over the top. But this car is, like I said, a factory 400 HP big block. And still got the back bumper. I've got one of the tail light lenses. It's missing one, but the bumper's not that bad. I think I can clean it up. But it's got a few scrapes and dings here and there, but the car is very well worth putting together. I think when the car got parked here, it didn't have that many miles. They used the parts off of this one to finish building a 72 GTX Roadrunner, 440 hour grabber car. All that stuff. Now, I do have the headlight bezels, or the headlight pieces, but the rest of it, you can see it's got a transmission in it. It does have the bottom valance, which I just now realized that was there. I thought it was gone, but it does have that. But it is a real Roadrunner. And I have a lot of the parts to put it together. Okay, finally got it drug up on the road back, and like they never got it into the shop here because the front wheels, those hubs, drums are completely locked up from rust. So we got it in here, now let's start looking around to see what all we have here with it. You can kind of see the car, it's filthy. It'll clean up a lot when I get to pressure wash it, because it has no rust that I can find in the floor pans. Even though the seats look rough, but it's the original bucket seats, original back seat. I've got a dash and everything for it. There's the Roadrunner hood. It's on, I got it up. It don't have an engine in it, but it does have a big block transmission sitting in it. But I have all the parts for all this stuff too. I don't have a front bumper. I've got a partial front grille, but you can still buy all that stuff. There's a few things about the car that's going to be changed. For some reason, this Roadrunner had disc front brakes. Drum brakes. I will be changing those to disc, which I have to. But this will make a good car. All that rust is all surface rust. None of it's rusted through. The only place that is kind of rusted through is down on the lower quarters. You can see right there, and a little on the back. So I may put lower quarter skins on it. I also have an 8 3/4 with a 391 sure grip to go in it. You can see where it has the Roadrunner strap that still goes. You can see it. That went over the top. That's the next project for the shop. It may be a little while before it gets started, because we're going to finish the camper build out, and then we're going to start on this.
And I did find out that Big Block transmission will not work because it's for a 64 push button transmission.
Now we're going to start working on our 72 Roadrunner. We're just now getting over here where we have the chance to try to clean it up. We're going to try to clean some stuff out of it so we can try to get it pressure washed and clean it up a little bit. You can see the inside. You know, it has no dash, which I have a dash and all that to go in here. The console, I don't know why someone cut the perfectly good console in half of the Sawzall and installed a push button shifter. That's crazy. But it is what it is. The seats, important thing, it still has the plastic on the seat and they're in good shape. The back seat hadn't quite dug down to it yet, but it looks like it's in fairly decent shape. We'll see when we get all those parts off of it. But right now, I want to start trying to clean the inside up, get it vacuumed out, maybe get the seats out, get the carpet ripped out, the seats out, the back seat out, and then try to push it outside and pressure wash the car and clean it up. Let's get some more out of here, get that done.
Okay, let's start looking into the trunk and see what all we can find in here. There's a bunch of parts in here. Let's just kind of go through here and see exactly what is in here. Let's get started. All right, there's all kinds of parts in there. Headlight bezels, grill pieces, all kinds of stuff inside there. I believe it'll clean up a lot when it is pressure washed. And if you see inside, I mentioned the seats earlier. They're all original. They've just been recovered on the front. But the back ones seem to be in real good shape. Just a lot of junk piled up on it. And like I said earlier, I do have the interior for the car. This Roadrunner hood, it's kind of trashed because there's rust all the way around the outside edge of it underneath it. That transmission works off of cables from push button shifter. Don't know why it's in there, but it is. And you can see from the front, I don't have headlights or actual, the piece up there, the bumper. I have a lot of the other stuff. So that bottom valance is in good shape also. So hopefully we'll get to use it. And you see on this side, for some reason, someone had put a 71 fender on the passenger side, which is in pretty bad shape. So I don't even think it's going to be usable. So a lot of that black under there will pressure wash off. Let's kind of get to taking stuff out and start getting the pressure wash and see what we got.
Okay, here we go. I've got the seats out, the carpet out. It seems everything, a little bit of surface rust, but it is solid. Everywhere in here on the floorboards, surface rust except for one spot. And that is right under the driver's feet right here. So I can get a patch panel, so I'll replace that section right under here. Other than that, everywhere else is solid. And you've already seen the trunk. So everything is solid. So next, I'm gonna roll it outside, pressure wash it, try to clean everything up and go from there. Okay, there's the whole car outside. What it looks like now. It's already like 10 o'clock at night. We've been working on this thing all day, but I just can't go home without pressure washing it and see what it looks like. So we are going to pressure wash it and then try to drag it back in the garage, back in the shop. So let's pressure wash and see what it looks like.
I know I mentioned earlier about the front hubs being completely locked up. Well, there wasn't any rolling this thing out, so we had to put it on rollers and drag it out with the truck to get it outside. So it was a job. But look at that pretty yellow, what's left of it underneath all that crud. Looking a lot better already. Just got started cleaning. Okay, got the driver's side done. Now starting on the passenger side. It's just as equally nasty as the other side. But it looks like the paint was preserved a little better on this side. Except when you get to the front fender, which for some reason is a crusty 71 fender. It's in rough shape. So I guess that's all they could find when they needed one. So we'll have to get a fender for it. Let's get it cleaned up. Well, everything seems to be coming off good, and you can see as I get down here, which is exciting to me, you can still see the Roadrunner decal right there on the back quarter panel behind the door. That's really cool to see that. I didn't know it was there, but I'm just excited to get some done to it so we can put it in the shop and kind of set it aside until we can get to working a bit more. Alright, here's the way it's looking so far. You see that yellow paint under that looks a lot better. I'm going to try to repair this hood, but the way it's rusted all around underneath the inside, I don't know if it's repairable or not. I sure hope it is. If I can find a damage to it and use some of the parts off of it, I believe I could fix it. So let's finish pressure washing it and try to get it back inside.
Well, even though it's about midnight, that's the way it looks. That deck lid's gonna be changed. I've already got a Roadrunner deck lid with it's good. You can still see around this side where the strap goes over. Over here you can see it really good, but I was surprised to find something else. You can see the strap, but look at there. There's the Roadrunner on the quarter behind the door. Awesome. But at least you can see the beautiful yellow now. So I'm excited about that. Now, the fun part of using wheel dollies and a floor jack, of pushing it up that small hill back into the shop. Let's see if we can get it done. We might have to call somebody in this late at night to help. Well, let's get it done.
Okay, we finally got it in. This is what the passenger side looks like. Here's the driver's side. We got it up on the quick jacks. In the next picture, this is what it looked like before, which was horrible. And then here we put a driver's side fender, set of wheels and tires, and the Roadrunner deck lid with the fin on the back. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing to our channel and helping our channel grow. Thanks again and keep moving forward.